Welcome to our journey through Alabama's most haunted places, where shadows linger and echoes of the past come alive. Brace yourself as we explore these spine-chilling locations, where restless spirits and ghostly apparitions await those brave enough to enter. Sloth Furnaces, Birmingham. In the heart of Birmingham lies Sloth Furnaces, a place where the screams of the past still echo through the rusted iron and broken bricks. Once a thriving steel mill, it's now haunted by the souls of those who died in its horrific accidents. The ghosts of workers, burned and mangled by the machinery, are said to roam the dark corners of the factory, their faint whispers carried by the wind. Visitors have reported hearing the clang of steel and the unmistakable sound of footsteps following them even when no one is around. It's a place where the living can feel the cold grip of the dead, lurking in the shadows. 2. Gaineswood Plantation, Demopolis. Gaineswood Plantation, a grand mansion with its storied past, hides more than just opulence. The spirit of Evelyn Carter, a woman who met a tragic fate, is said to haunt its halls. Her mournful cries can still be heard echoing through the grand staircase, and on some nights, the piano plays itself, filling the air with haunting melodies. The chill that creeps through the mansion at night is the touch of Evelyn's restless spirit, trapped in a time long past, forever wandering the corridors of the home she once loved. 3. Drish House, Tuscaloosa. The Drish House in Tuscaloosa is no stranger to the paranormal. Built in the 1800s, this mansion has long been the setting of chilling tales. It's said that the ghost of John Drish, the former owner, haunts the estate. Visitors report hearing the sound of footsteps pacing the halls, and some have even seen a shadowy figure standing by the windows at night, watching as the sun sets. The eerie lights flickering within its walls are enough to make anyone's skin crawl. The house seems to breathe with the spirits of its past, its mysteries buried deep in the very bricks of its foundation. 4. Fort Morgan, Gulf Shores. At Fort Morgan, the silence of the Gulf Coast is shattered by the whispers of the past. This military fortress, built in the early 1800s, saw countless battles and lost lives during the Civil War. Now, its crumbling walls shelter the restless souls of soldiers who perished here. On stormy nights, visitors report hearing gunshots and screams as though the battle is still being fought. The ghostly figures of soldiers, their faces contorted in agony, are said to walk the fort's darkened corridors, forever guarding the land they once fought for. 5. Maple Hill Cemetery, Huntsville. Maple Hill Cemetery in Huntsville holds secrets beneath the earth, where the dead have stories to tell. The old gravestones, weathered by time, mark the final resting place of the town's earliest residents, but some souls refuse to rest. Late at night, the sound of children's laughter echoes through the cemetery, though no children are ever seen. Some claim to see ghostly figures of the dead rising from their graves, walking silently between the stones. If you listen closely, you can hear the whispers of those long gone, telling their tales to anyone who dares to listen. 6. Adams Grove Presbyterian Church and Cemetery, Dallas County. Adams Grove Presbyterian Church stands in eerie silence, overshadowed by the cemetery that surrounds it. The graves are old, the stones cracked and weathered, but it's not the dead that make this place terrifying. It's the voices. Many visitors have reported hearing whispers in the night, as if the spirits of those buried here are calling out to the living. Some even claim to see dark shadows moving among the tombstones, drifting silently like phantoms. The church itself, abandoned and decaying, seems to pulse with an energy that refuses to die. 7. Sweetwater Mansion, Florence. Sweetwater Mansion, a grand estate with a tragic history, is home to spirits that never left. The ghost of a man, once part of the family that owned the mansion, is said to haunt its grand halls. His shadow has been seen crossing the windows, his face a grim reminder of a time lost to history. Strange sounds, footsteps in empty rooms, whispers in the dead of night, have been reported by those who dare to stay. The mansion is alive with the echoes of its former residents, trapped between the past and the present, forever wandering its halls. 8. Bryce Hospital. Tuscaloosa Bryce Hospital, an old mental institution, has long been a place where darkness and despair converged. The air here is thick with the memories of those who suffered. The walls have witnessed the pain of countless patients, and now their restless spirits remain. Voices of the tormented, shrill and desperate, can still be heard echoing down the cold, empty halls. Some say that at night, the lights flicker on their own, and the sound of a door opening and closing can be heard in the distance. It's a place where the living still fear the shadows of the past. 9. Redmont Hotel, Birmingham. The Redmont Hotel in Birmingham, with its stately charm, hides a dark secret. Guests who stay there report strange happenings, cold spots, flickering lights, and the unmistakable sound of footsteps echoing through the empty hallways. The most unsettling of all is the woman in white, said to haunt the upper floors. She's been seen standing at the windows, gazing out into the night, or wandering the hallways, a figure from another time. Some believe her restless spirit still lingers, searching for something or someone she lost long ago. Tuscaloosa James Hotel, Selma the Street. James Hotel in Selma is a place where history and hauntings collide. The hotel, built in the 1800s, has seen its share of tragedy, and the spirits of those who died here still walk its halls. The ghost of Jesse James, the infamous outlaw, is said to haunt room 214, where he was once shot. Guests report hearing the sound of boots clomping down the halls, and some say they've seen the figure of a man dressed in old-fashioned clothes walking the hotel's corridors. The St. James is a place where the past refuses to be forgotten, and its ghosts are eager to remind the living of their presence. From haunted hotels to eerie cemeteries, Alabama's ghostly tales are enough to keep you awake at night. If you enjoyed this journey into the paranormal, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more haunted adventures. Until next time, stay curious, and remember, some spirits never rest.